Good morning and welcome to Let's Talk Stroke. I am your host and stroke survivor, Jerry Wald. So thank you guys for being here as usual. And I started doing this show to bring awareness to stroke, TBI, aphasia, brain injury, and also to provide a platform for survivors to share their journeys from literally across the world. Um, so bringing on experts also in brain health so they can share their knowledge about the brain for we can learn more about. Um, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my YouTube channel called Let's Talk Stroke. Um, and we'll get going on this right now. But I started wanting to do this segment on well, this topic on really the invisible side of stroke, that what you can see but you can't but feel. Um, so we want to talk about the hidden challenge um, that we feel as a stroke survivor. What um, that's survivors often face. Helping both survivors and non-survivors better understand the internal experiences following a stroke. Um, in After a stroke, many survivors like me and others, we experience mental exhaustion, ex, exhaustion. Okay, hopefully you can figure that one out there. From doing even very simple tasks, which is, that I don't know if you guys have that, or if trying to do some simple task. It's isn't just being tired. It's a deep mental drain that comes from a brain injury. Um, Working harder to compensate for the damage areas, kind of like brain fog. It can make it difficult to concentrate, find words, or even following conversations. This to me, I mean, I feel this is me. Imagine trying to run a marathon in your mind. Every time you write like an email or even having a chat. That's what thinking can feel like after a stroke. There's more things on that. Good morning, Lynn. Good morning, Lindora. Happy Thursday to you as well, Crystal, Doug, and Let's Talk Stroke, our host. That's me. But anyway, thank you guys for being here. It really means a lot. I'm trying to take this topic and kind of run with it. It's really that was I just kind of talked about little cognitive and brain fog, which is a real um, part what we all go through. Another one, like emotional swings. Who has that? And depression. Um, a stroke not only affects the body, but the emotional center of the brain. So, we feel um, happy one moment, then burst into tears the next. I mean, that's, depression, anxiety, and mood swings are common, not signs of weakness. The part of the brain that's healing journey that we go through. I'm not sure how love to hear your comments on that as well. Think think of the emotions like a think about it. Let's see how we say it again. Think of emotions like a roller coaster with no brakes. Sometimes the brain can't regulate feelings like the way it used to. What we have gone through. So there's a lot of different um, changes. It's kind of a if you really deep down into it. Um, so, some stroke survivors, and this is not for everybody, but become and this is me. I can go through that. I keep saying me, but it is true. Hypersensitivity. That was a good one. Hypersensitivity to light, sound, or even touch. Other lose certain sensations altogether. These sensory changes can make everyday um, environments feel overwhelming and even painful. It might sound strange, but I'd love to hear if this happens to anybody else. It's even like the hum of a refrigerator or a bright screen can feel like an attack on your senses. I don't know if you guys feel like that as well. So I'd love to hear some of those. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And if I missed you, I apologize, but hello, good to see you all. And I really do appreciate you being here and kind of listen to me talk. And if I can shed some light on it, anything, you feel like I hit a point that, oh, that's me, that's me. And here's another one that I wanted to talk about is the frustration of looking normal or feeling normal. Many of us recover physically enough to appear unchanged to others. People say, "Hey, you don't look like you had a stroke, or you don't look like you had a brain injury," but inside we're dealing with fatigue, pain, memory issues, which short-term memory or even long-term memory, or emotional shifts. That's a big one. This it creates a huge disconnect. How they look, how we look, and how we feel. Just because someone walks and talks like they used to doesn't mean they're not battling invisible battles every day, which I know that I do that. I mean, people think, "Oh, you look like you look good," and how many people have gone through that? Because I have. It's been a kind of a, that's, I see that and hear that every single day. Or even feeling misunderstood by doctors, even loved ones. I mean, I see it all. So stroke survivors often feel dismissed. I mean, does anybody feel dismissed when they talk about their internal struggles? Even medical professionals. I mean, not everybody, but medical professionals. They can overlook or minimize these issues. Many survivors, this is another one. I don't know if it's in the beginning, because in the beginning I felt isolated, or even unheard. That's a big part of it. So I don't know if you, nice to see you. Good morning. I like I said, I don't want to miss anybody, but good to hear. So I don't know who does feel at times isolated, even 13, 14, 15 years out. I mean, you know, good morning, Kelly, Faisal, Lana, Lindor. I hope I didn't miss Doug. Um, uh, I really appreciate you guys here, and tell me if you feel like that. What I was talking about, feeling misunderstood by loved ones or even doctors. I think you talk about that. Here's like, let's see if I can explain it right. Imagine trying to explain a storm inside your head to someone who only sees sunshine. That's what it's like to be misunderstood after a stroke. That's I think it's pretty true. But these that I was talking about, they kind of paint a full picture of the post-stroke experience beyond the physical recovery. They validate the emotional and cognitive journey we survivors go through, often alone, and it can spark empathy and support with you guys there. So let's see, what did they have? Yeah, so there's so much more to talk about this these segments that I just talked about. It's pretty darn, and if I miss you, please let me know. I don't want to miss you guys, because you guys really paint a big picture of my recovery when I'm talking to you guys. It really makes a huge difference. And good morning, Robin. Good morning. And Kelly, if you do feel isolated, you say you feel isolated right now, and I feel safe there. how do you guys feel? I want to know that. That would be great to understand. I do when I do these shows by myself. Um, I get topics from you guys, and feel free to reach out to me if you want to share your journey um, on my show. Yeah, and I know, Serena, it's a very big um, mental journey. That's for me probably the biggest thing. I started therapy um, yesterday, going 2 days a week again um, for 10 weeks, and I'm physical really, and um, they have a um, can't think what that they call it. I know it's pretty dumb, but it's to help with the mental journey of this. Um, I'm looking at your comments here too, and I appreciate it. As I always say, I appreciate it. I feel, Lana, nice to see you. I feel normal. I feel the foggy, and then I get sad. Yeah. You know what I've always said is to how I can explain it really good is having and having anyone talk to other people. Have you ever talked to a therapist about that? And I always say is it's okay to ask for help. Nothing to be, we're going through a huge battle in our head. And you're right, Serena. Good to see you. Um, that's one of the biggest things. Even though I how I walk, how I talk, um, forgetting what the words are. Um, Robin, in sometime in July, I don't know what it is, we're going to be down there. So maybe we can hook up with you guys. I really appreciate it. I'd love to see anybody. Um, but yeah, and I'm going to bring up the comments because this is really true. This is really true. All this stuff here that I'm going through. Jerry, good to see you there. And yesterday I looked back and I didn't click the button on your to send that link to you, but let's see here. Do you feel your therapy did you good your first day? And it was more of an evaluation, but it just showed how out of shape I'm in. That was one of the was one of the big things here. Is thank you for saying that, or your question. I appreciate that. Um, because yes, you know I did feel it helped, but not it just made me see how out of shape I'm in from the test that they put you through when you go get an eval. So that's one of the biggest things. So it is PT. So feel free to ask questions. Don't hesitate because and I know a lot of some people say, but when there's a guest on, I've got to pay attention more. Good morning, Farron. To the guest, which not I don't know. Let's just see here. I'm bringing up comments. Here is I get say I want to. I yeah I know. I'm with you on that, Robin. I mean we all go through that. Good morning, Farron. Nice to see you. Let's see. I forgot one here. Landora. Nice to see you. Uh, the cleanliness of the medical professionals at least twice to make sure they really understand. This is exhausting and frustrating. That's a huge deal in my mind. It's a big deal. And so for those of you that are new here, I wanted to say is um, I'll bring my last. What I did is it's really frustrating because we go through the of stroke. There's an invisible side of stroke. What you can't see, but you can feel. And so after a stroke, many of us experience the mental exhaustion. I said that earlier, and I can't exhaustion. Okay, from doing even simple little tasks. It's not just being tired. It's a deep mental drain that comes from the brain working harder just to compensate um, for the damaged areas. Um, so it can really, Matt, like I said in the beginning, is imagine trying to run a marathon in your mind every time you write um, an email or you have a chat, or even find the words or follow can follow in conversations. So that's that's how do you feel about that? I would definitely um, awesome. Yeah. So it's great to see you guys coming. You're going back to neuro rehab. Awesome. Yeah, I'm working with a neuro rehab, and I'm going at 7 in the morning. I mean, for me, I usually try to make it a little later, um, but 7 in the morning because they have so much new equipment, and I'll get some videos to show what they have. Um, um, yes, what was I going to say here? Kelly um, would like not to have to explain myself, so I would rather be by myself. Social settings, hard to maneuver. Um, yeah, for me, Kelly, um, I usually talk way too fast, so having to explain myself, I know, but you have to explain yourself. I got to a point where now I talk because usually um, um, my doctors, or I have not I have no neurologist, and that's really my main doctor. So I let her know everything. I finally found one that really will listen. Most of them just they just want to, how you feeling, blah blah blah, and now and they send you on your way. This one, so as far as the social settings, I have there's so much stuff that goes on, and I now am at a point where I will talk. Um, I will I will talk to one person and try to um, lock out the other people that that want to talk to me at first. But as far as the tips, that's kind of it. It's because I do get confused and totally forget what I'm saying. And when people try to talk to me, it's it's you do have to explain yourself. And you're right, aphasia is a hindrance. And but let's see, Lynn, I talked about people happen to me. They know stroke mental is, yeah. Doug, thank you. Feel free to reach out to me if you want to share your journey on here. I'd love to have any of you want to get back on and have not been on. Um, and again, I want to say, please subscribe if you haven't to my YouTube channel. It's getting close to 2,000, which is great. When I text or type, I miss words. Think I think of all of them, but they I know they do come out, or maybe not come out. Um, yes, I was just gonna say that um, I don't know what I was gonna say. See, this stroke really kind of messes with you. It is really the good morning, Kevin. There's a lot of things that we go through. Um, yeah, aphasia is just a frustrating thing. But that's what I was going to say. I know I was taught to record myself um, when I'm talking. Certain times I even do that. Put your phone in your pocket, and if you want to have a quick conversation with somebody, or if it is going to be a quick conversation, record yourself and then play it back. That's when it shows how um, well, me, how I'm talking too fast or it's not making sense. And that's 14 and a half years ago because I didn't really like to go to speech therapy because I thought I was perfectly fine and no one pushed me. Does anybody have been pushed? No, you need to go to speech therapy. I did it when I was inpatient. Inpatient. I never outpatient. I I never did it. So I finally did it not too long ago, within the last, I think, a year or 2 years ago. And wow, I am, phew, it was tough to hear myself and how I thought I was good, but I'm not. I mean, as far as the therapy, just kind of um, missing words. Okay, so let's see. I'm looking here. Some I'll pull you up here, there, Kevin. Uh, Even though we may have family, friends, and therapists that help us through this journey that we spend a lot of time going through alone. Absolutely. But I reach out to people. Because you know what I'm going through. I know what you're going through. Basically, I mean, I know what a stroke survivor goes through. I know what you have been through, and not only is the physical part that we're going through, it's it's everything. The aphasia, the tough one. You're really that's more about the mental fatigue. And that's mental fatigue is just a one of the biggest part. The mental fatigue, the emotional part of it. There's a lot of things that we go through, and that's okay. We're here to help anybody. Um, what does your mental fatigue? I'd like to know what your mental exhaustion, I can't say the exhaustion feel like after your stroke. I'd love to know that. What else? Many survivors, describe it as feeling like brain is swimming in glue. I mean, I've heard that before. What's your experience like thinking clearly or staying focused? Love to, some of that stuff. Or what do you feel like with the with what is it? Uh, Here's another question. How does your emotions change after your stroke? Love to know how it changed after your stroke, because there's some lots of things that we do feel that is, but the one thing is the aphasia that not I think I talked to you about the I'm right set affected, my dominant side. That was a tough one to go through. But oh, by the way, I I'm not sure if I mentioned the other day. I went through and had to renew my driver's license. We both did it, and I did it. But he, it's what they tell he knew me trying looking at me, walking with a limp. I had my AFO on in the DMV, Department of Motor Vehicles, and he noticed something, and he goes, "Have you had a seizure or an epileptic seizure?" And he got to talking to me, and I had, I couldn't fib on that one, so I had to tell him, "Yeah, I've had one." Uh, about when, and I gave him a kind of a rough estimate, and he ended up, and he's a court designated court person. I don't know what the title was, but so he said you may get a call, or a call or a letter that you may have to explain yourself. He says don't ignore that letter. So I ended up, you know, he said you probably won't get one, but it's just got to make you aware because I don't want to see you in court. Ah, so you know, my wife says I am really surprised they even uh, let you have a license. She goes, I wouldn't, just because when I got up and out of the chair there, and I got up out of the chair, and I don't know why I said it. I said we did it, and she goes, I right there I would have told you sit down. You're not going to be driving or something. I was just so happy to get through all this stuff, but that's kind of like what that was my day, part of it yesterday too. So it was it was kind of crazy. You know, let's see here. I had the frustration of feeling, or scratch that. What? Let's say the frustration of feeling normal. Um, yeah. Have you ever felt? And I thought someone said this. I'd have to go look at the comments. Is that have you ever felt dismissed? I mean, you look good on the outside. You look fine on the outside. Because I've had many people come up to me and say, um, um, they've looked at me, and I think we've hear, yes, I didn't have, I had to do I was nervous about the Doug. I was nervous about passing the eye exam thing, whatever they give you, and I was very nervous because my eyesight has changed a little after my wonderful stroke. But I ended up he held up like a what just a eye test thing, but it wasn't that far away. And I hey Brad, and so yeah, I did get through that, and I did it. So that's one of the good things there. But then he also is my writing because my dominant side is affected, and I kind of shake a little more. So my wife said, "Oh, let me feel it out because I can do it faster." Thank God, because it was a it was tough. But had an exam. You're oh 10. Oh, we had to pay $35 each of us for our renewing our license, but it's good until 2000. Let's see, where are we at? 2025 at 2033, and then the next one he says you can renew it online. Um, but anyway, yeah, that's tough on there. Um, let's see. Oh, Lenora, nice to see you. I said nice to see you. I hope I didn't mess this up here. When I do tasks like reorganize my closet or cleaning, I get neuropathic frustrated. Also to complete to my many hours. I know that's neuro fatigue there, but it's it's a tough one there. But we got through it, which is a good thing there. Let's see here. Um, I went to renew my license and had an exam and paid $10. Yeah, I know. I just probably read that, and that's why. Whew, okay, what was the other one here? I did a. Let's see. I want to see another question here. I want to see another question. This one. Um, okay, this is one I talked about a long time ago. And I do that. I'm trying to get this book done here, but this one. Um, what was it here? How do you help friends or family understand your needs better? I mean, that to me is a pretty good one there. Um, or what would you say to someone who feels isolated or being misunderstood? Um, yeah, there's a lot of people in our world of stroke. We feel like that. Yeah, so I know, Lynn. I, my right side, I get tremors on the right side. Can't hold anything breakable. I'm I'm with you there. I am completely understand there. But since I'm starting therapy coming up, I'm so excited. I went one yesterday. I go Monday, Wednesdays, and I'm so excited because I need to get stronger. I'm really shocked how out of shape. I thought I was in great shape. I thought I was. But anyway, that's why I'm going back to therapy for strength, flexibility, and doing other things in there. But there you go, Kelly. Educate them. No, my 15 minutes after I talk, aphasia. I am caught. I mean, I'm not laughing at Kelly, but I totally understand. Like totally understand that. Um, I know. that's me. If anybody saw Kelly's comment here, I I like it because who else feels like this? I do. I can pass as a normie, then, um, but 15 minutes later, after I talk with aphasia, I'm caught. Yeah, and that's why I know my wife was right there with me, right in looking like this, the chair next to me, you know, and so she really wanted to do all the talking. I did a little, but I was completely because right after my what's it called my to Department of Motor Vehicles to renew my license, I was for some reason I got shaky and all this, and then went to the DMV, and he could see that something was up with me. But anyway, like um, do the best you can. Yeah, tell them you need help, Lynn. Yeah, Serena, nice to see you. What was the other one? Yeah, I went over the feeling you're feeling kind of isolated. One of the things. Um, um, and the real tough part too is it's tough when even your support system doesn't get it. Is there a moment when you felt unseen, and what helped you through that? I'd like to know what helped you through it. Um, it there's a bunch of parts of the journey. It's yeah, I don't like I hear it all the time because there's been hundreds and hundreds of people. If you go back to my other videos, my guests that have been on, um, that's another one too. Not only the mental, but isolation. I mean, do you guys, anyone here that, and I know Kelly, anybody here that feels isolated still? I mean, I would love to know that, um, and again, please reach out to me, that who wants to be on my show. Um, okay, Kelly, sorry, I just got all confused. Um, is Kelly, nice to see you. Good to be seen, right? I mean, I don't know why I say that, but I say that to a lot of people. But isolation, my family, please feel free, reach out to me. I'd love to have you on my show to share your journey. Like I said, I have usually a guest or two, three, four, or whoever on once a week on a Tuesday or Thursday, and I would like to have other. Um, um, well, it's me, but on this, but yeah, after 28 years, that's right, Kelly. Yeah, you've been at this a while. I do it myself. Good to hear. But anyway, that's really what I wanted to talk about was is it your navigation through after stroke. The personality changes. Um, Mine's changed. Actually, I have to say, for the better, but it comes out wrong. That's the thing. The comes out wrong. We just get um, forgetting, or everybody knows you're forgetting the words or whatever. Um, but for me, the personality, I've gotten more um, into this because that's my life, your life, stroke. So I've learned so much stuff after the fact. Didn't know what a stroke was. I mean, I just an old person, something wrong. That's not it. But anyway, um, um, uh, and this is a good one. You guys, thank you for commenting. Really, when you go out somewhere, they look at you because you're different. Yeah, I know exactly. People that went to Costco the other day, and my wife said she left somewhere where and I sat there. Her purse was on it, and this big guy, was right next to me, and he was staring right down at the purse. And then she comes out and she says, "People, they can see you're disabled. I don't know if this have they can see you're disabled, and they can knock you down and take your wallet or whatever. And there you go." Um, okay, let's see you. I am isolated, but I like it. That's why I live. Way to go, Serena. Thank you. Yes, we all had a brain attack, but anyway, that's what I wanted to talk about. So please share, and if there's anything you want to chit chat about, um, yeah. For another, yeah. Thank you for these comments, because I go through them, fine tooth comb. I don't know why that really makes sense, and I get my um, ideas from you of new topics and stuff like that. So anyway, I hope you guys have a great, today's Thursday, have a happy Thursday, and have a great weekend. Um, that's going to be a good weekend. Um, take care, and again, thank you for being here at Let's Talk Stroke. Take care, and bye for now.